Leilani van RHEENEN. Who is the real Prince Charming? Who is the real Prince Charming? Leilani van RHEENEN.
Once upon a time, in a far, far, far away land, there lived a king and a queen. But these were not normal king and a normal queen. This was a king and a queen who had actually run away from the regular kingdom and decided, we want to be king and queen in our own kingdom. So they ran away, decided to create a kingdom, and with them, others ran away too, that didn't like the regular established kingdom. So they created their own kingdom with their runaway subjects. And as they were thinking about how they could expand that kingdom further, they couldn't collect any more runaways. So they had a brilliant idea. They said, let us make babies. That way, we can expand our kingdom. That way, we will create more subjects. And those subjects will always be loyal to us, because they will be born and raised in our kingdom. They will never know anything else. So they started to make babies and commanded all of their subjects to make as many babies as possible. And one of these babies, her name was Mary. And she grew up in this kingdom, never knowing any other life. And when she became of age, like any other woman, she started to look for her Prince Charming. But in order to preserve the purity of this kingdom, the king and queen made a law that said there was to be no marriage outside of the kingdom. There was to be no fraternization outside of the kingdom. You choose your Prince Charming inside the kingdom. So Mary was searching for her Prince Charming inside the kingdom. But as she was on this search, she became very frustrated because the princes inside the kingdom, well, they were not so charming. They didn't really know how to court a woman. They didn't know how to value a woman. And on top of this, part of the princes in the kingdom were related to Mary. So the options were very, very slim. But Mary kept looking. And one day, there was an earthquake. And the earthquake utterly demolished the structure of the kingdom. And suddenly the subjects were roaming everywhere, not knowing what to do with their lives, not knowing who they were. Some of them ended up as beggars. Some of them ended up finding a place in the regular kingdom. Mary was happy because now at least she was free. She could make her own choices. She could even find her own Prince Charming. This was good news for Mary. But as she continued to look for Prince Charming, again she faced the same frustration, because she continued to encounter Prince she believed them and was disappointed over and over again. So in this frustration, she went to see an oracle. And she said, "Oracle, what do I do? Where is Prince Charming? Where is the real Prince Charming?" And the oracle said, "My dear, in order to find Prince Charming, you have to stop looking for Prince Charming. You have to become a princess." And she said, "Oracle, I don't know how to be a princess. I was raised to be a soldier and a beggar. I don't know what it means to be a princess." And she said, "You're a fast learner. This too you can learn." So Mary went and found all the books she could find about how to be a princess, how to walk like a princess, how to talk like a princess, how to dress like a princess, how to think like a princess. And it seemed that her luck was changing. She started to attract princes that seemed very charming. But as she got to know them better, she realized that deep down inside, they were not the real Prince Charming. And then she said, "I've done everything I can do. I've learned everything that I can learn. I've become